know that at any moment I could strike. Hello, it is I, Jeffrey K. Horkrims, your internet friend. I'm here with my friend, Francisco Kiko Villasenor, who has recently made friends with Lady Olinder, the Mortarch of Grief. So we haven't been able to hang out as much as we used to, because he's spending a lot of time in ancient sepulchres, bringing glory to Nagash. But Clues, it's fine. You're gonna tough it out for sure. And then obviously on the ones and twos, we've got Ghostly, Triumphant
on the ones and Ghostly on the twos.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. But there's also ghosts over here. Now, so how have your games? So you have to understand. So Kiko's friend Alex, who is also my friend Alex, they have played this game a lot, much more than we've played it on stream or I have even IRL. So you just had a game against Alex, who also plays Ironjaw Oryx, but you were playing a higher point cost, it looked like.
We were playing 1500, and Lady Olinder died before the first fight phase.
Right.
So that went well for me.
But then you still won, right?
I always underestimate the
speed
of a Maw Crusher, because if you look at it,
yeah, it's big. Well, I was shocked. I mean, I've even looked at the fucking war scroll for it.
Yes.
I had no idea. Well, here. I mean, I actually have the cards. Hang on a second, chat. I'll put one right in the fucking tray, because we have a camera on the tray, right, Ghost? Yeah. So this is what I was at the store trying to buy yesterday, and I could not find it. So here we go. That, ladies, gentlemen, and every conceivable coordinate in between, is a Maw Crusher. And I can't emphasize enough that it has a Mega Boss on it.
Riding it.
So this is already like a bat dragony thing, like doing that weird walk around on their elbows. You know what I mean? Like, it's already gross and weird. And then there's a whole orc on top that has all the cool rules that I like from the regular Mega Boss. But I mean, I've even looked at it, and it never occurred to me that it could fly.
There's wings on there.
Yeah, I mean,
they're really small.
Yeah, I thought it was like a vestigial wing. I didn't know it could fly around.
No, so when that thing just basically moves 12 inches and then charges and then rampages, that's how you kill a Lady Olinder in one turn.
Exactly, and there's a whole class of actions that I don't get access to and you don't get access to because we have no monsters in our armies, right?
Correct.
And so the Maw Crusher, in addition to everything else it is also a monster, which means it can take these monstrous rampage actions at the end of the charge phase.
Which are free, just free actions it can do, where it, stomps and
deals a D6
deals
mortals
in an aura. All sorts of fun stuff like that it just gets to do.
No. It's really, really bad. Anyway, that's why I wanted to buy one. And then I also wanted to get another War Chanter, but that was not available. If I wanted to play Stormcast, oh boy, plenty of models for me there. And mics were looking really good too, I thought.
Yeah, and like actually you have played where Rend is a factor.
Oh, yeah.
Because ghosts don't give
two
shits about Rend.
Two spectral shits.
So my poor friend Alex has yet to have an effective Rend on any model.
Experience it. Yeah. And so I was playing against Slaves to Darkness army, and depending on the model, Rend matters or doesn't matter. Like Be'lakor has a really nice stat line, lots of really bad attacks, an evil ability called Dark Master that basically just puts a unit in Carbonite until their next turn. So if you end up with one of those weird double off turns, the unit is just like a really expensive good unit is just trash. But it saves on a 4-up, and it doesn't really have strong wards. So if you gang up on it, weirdly enough, if you gang up on it, it's okay.
Yeah, it's the same thing that happened with Makrusha. So Lady Oliver did die before the first fight phase.
Yeah.
But I did end up winning the game. Makrusha doesn't have wards.
No.
So it's got a big HP pool, but if you just keep hitting it over and over, it will go down.
Eventually it's Math Hammer, right?
Yeah.
You just have to wear somebody down for sure. Oh, Divi Lutz, are you down in LA or are you in the airport? Working right there. Of course, just for everybody knows, Divi Lutz is actually the notorious EGB. All right. So we have an exciting scenario from the General's Handbook, Pitched Battles.
2022 to 2023,
Season
1.
Season 1. Now, as someone new to Age of Sigmar, my friends having tried with all of their energy to try to pull me into it, and now I'm here. I'm going to live here, but
no turning back.
Yeah, I didn't understand that when the season came out. I just sort of thought it was like point updates and like some basic scenarios. It's actually the entire rule book.
Literally the game.
It's the whole engine of the game.
Yeah.
And that includes like specific keywords. So the idea is that this is happening at a later point in time than the previous system. So certain troop types, like your sort of bread and butter infantry types that they call battle line in this game, they're veterans of the previous war, and that makes them a real factor out on the table. And there's new types of battalions, like ways to group them and give them buffs that I did not know about because I didn't even look. I didn't understand how different each season is.
Oh yeah, no, it drastically
it's a different game.
Yeah, it's a different game. That's what makes it so good, is that
you have to mix it up.
Every 4 to 6 months, everything flips.
Season.
Yeah.
Right? Well, and it flips based on what's happened before. And I like a chunky, I want there to be a cool
hook.
Well, yeah, like down in the fucking dirt infantry war. And I think that the orcs are going to be very savory in this context.
Yeah, especially now because the way that really interesting the way that they brought in. Well, I guess the
Galician veterans.
Galician veterans?
The Galate. It was like the last season.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, like you used to be penalized based on the coherence rules for units.
Especially. So go into that a little bit.
So basically, it didn't used to work. In second edition, didn't work this way, but in third edition, they started to really clamp down on cohesion of your units. You can't like string them along.
Yeah, everybody has to be by two other models, right?
Now, if a unit is more than 5 models, you have to have each model has to be within an inch of 2 other models in that unit.
Right.
So that means they have to keep bunched together. They can't be spread out in a big line unless you have super tiny bases like my chain rafts, because their base is so small that they can string and they'll be within an inch of 2 models. Whereas the
chunkier
Iron Jaws, which are big base models, they are definitely penalized by that coherency because they not a lot of them have reach also. So the dudes in the back
the length of
aren't
the
going to be
weapon.
able to attack
Exactly.
if you're trying to stay in cohesion. But with this new season,
right,
they brought over 40k melee style rules where
if somebody's within a half inch of the enemy and you have a model that's within a half inch of someone who is in a half inch of an enemy, you can have ranks, battle ranks.
Those dudes in the back can now reach and attack.
Be part of it.
So it makes the Ard boys especially bad now.
They're so nasty.
Because you used to only maybe get 60% of the models to be able to attack in a given fight.
And a group of 15 of them with 3 attacks apiece. Yeah, that's a lot of math to throw at a ghost.
Yeah. So now they are way more optimal in their ability to fight. So it'll just be really interesting to see how this goes.
And there's a new regiment type. There's a new battalion type. This like bounty hunters.
Yeah.
Where those guys who are already bad, they just got a buff from how you can physically be in the fighting space, and now they've given them another point of damage
if they attack other veterans.
Other veterans, exactly right.
So it's just this season is all about your battle line units, because those are Galatian veterans and those get all the buffs and all the fancy new tricks.
It just occurred to me. So the Lurkers Below is the name of this particular scenario. You want to throw us to the overhead cam, Ghost? So essentially you can see this chain of command points, objectives in the middle, right? The way that this particular scenario works is that we cannot claim this one if we don't have this one. And so the idea, I think, is that there's going to be like a tug of war type thing, or at least it would be with traditional armies against ghosts that fly and go wherever they want.
Yeah.
This is actually a really scary, I think a scary scenario to fight Night Haunt, just because they will have the capacity to get around. Now, they don't have to claim it necessarily, but they can make it so that I can't take other stuff.
Well,
right?
That's where you're wrong.
Really?
Because
I'm overjoyed to hear it.
So there's a special trait that your brutes have.
For the brutes, yes. Yeah. It's called What You Messin'.
Yes. And why don't you tell the good folks at home what your brutes can do to my ghosts?
What's your brutes got to do with me? I got a brute. Now, listen. So these brutes, I have a stack of 10 of them. It is a reinforced group.
You got a big unit of brutes?
I do.
Jesus.
And so these are rough green gentlemen. And they have 3 wounds apiece, so they're pretty tough. Like, they're going to hang around on points anyway.
If you're familiar with 40K, the brutes are essentially the knobs.
Yes, it's like a whole group.
Yeah.
It's like a group of equals. It's a, but the way that it works is that if there is a model that only has 1 wound, like 1 hit point, they can't even contest objectives while brutes are around.
Yeah. So basically, those brutes turn off all of my units for contesting objectives, which
most
is
of
a
your
real
small
problem.
guys, most of your Night Haunt, you have
all
ways
of
to
them.
You have ways to ring them back in and get access to them and rebuild the squads, but they are 1 wound.
Yeah, they're
units.
all 1 wound. So
you have to kill them, or
if the brutes are on the table, I essentially cannot contest objectives, which is a huge problem for me.
Well, listen. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I have fought you a couple different times, not with this army, but I am excited to see how this is going to go.
So the way that this scenario, the Lurkers Below, works is, from what I can tell, we essentially do not score objectives. Starting from the 3rd battle round, a player immediately wins a major victory if they control all the objectives on the battlefield. So that is the goal. That's how you win, is you control all 3 objectives.
Okay, and then we want to try to get points
Yeah.
out of our battle tactics, which is sort of like a mini quest that you choose at the beginning of the round. Basically, you're signaling a little bit to your opponent what you're trying to accomplish.
So you don't score objectives, but you do score battle tactics.
Jesus. Man, this is going to be filthy nasty, Kiko. I'm super excited though. And now our the place where we set up from our territory is basically on a line with our furthest point, right? So from there back.
That's where your territory is.
Oh man.
So with that said,
is it time to get some
troops
out here?
Roll some dice to see who deploys first.
Can do.
Beat a 6.
No. I refuse to. It's not because I don't want to.
All right. Winner chooses which player is the attacker or the defender.
Correct.
The attacker picks which territory is their territory. The other territory is the defender's territory. The players then use alternating deployment, starting with the attacker. I will be the attacker. So
Okay.
I will deploy first.
All right.
And I will start.
I can already see your undead host emanating, no doubt, from this small hamlet here in the corner.
This is going to be a little tricky because my deployment area is on a slope.
There we go. We got it. Right here. So, and we're each. So you're deploying. These are chain rasps.
These are to the chain rasps.
With their traditional rallying cry, "Get rasped."
Sure.
In the 90s. Are these the unquiet spirits?
So my chain rasps are down.
Okay. Man, so we gotta find a way to break all the way through this line and try to get all three of these things? God, do I just have to send... I have to send somebody far into the back. I have to send brutes back there to make sure that you can never own your own point, right?
Yes, because the only way to
Get the next point.
contest the center point is to
Have your own.
have your own point in your deployment area. So you will have to leave somebody back.
All right, we're gonna drop one group of Ard boys over here, and they're so cute. They're so cute. So what's fun about the Ard boys is that in a five boy group, you can have one drummer, one Gorka Morka flag bearer, and two shield guys. And so there's just this little bento box of every model lined up over here and ready to go.
Lady.
Oh, yeah, BC. Yeah, these are all done, man. Oh, the Mortark. All right, so Lady Olinder came out?
Yeah.
She wants the world to know. We're going to bring... Actually, these guys are too far forward. Let me scoot it back. There we go. I got to make sure that they're back with this line here. Okay. All right. Now, those are spirit hosts. Is that what those guys are called?
Spirit hosts, the retinue.
Mm-hmm. And they, if I recall correctly, the spirit hosts are handy because they can take wounds that should be going to somebody else.
Yeah, so if there is a unit within 3 inches of the spirit hosts, you can attempt to shunt those wounds that are taken by, example, Lady Olander.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be Lady
pass
Olander.
them on to the spirit hosts by rolling
It's a roll, right?
3+.
Oh, okay, so it
So
might
here
not...
it's
a gamble, isn't it? Even using it.
versus Lady Olander's 4-up ward.
Oh man, so the math on that's always...
It's always, you always want to try, and because if that wound roll doesn't succeed, I can't ward it. It just goes to the lady.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a gamble.
Mm-hmm.
All right, even more Ard boys. Dude, I feel like, especially with this, and obviously this is Eric's new table that he put together. I feel like this is getting us ever closer to our elderly coot stage. Like, I feel like it draws nigh. Like, this we could be playing Napoleonics on here if we wanted to. We would have the little tufts of cotton on the muskets.
That's already been a vision of the future.
A dark vision.
So my Grimgas Reapers are here next to the chain rasps.
They're the ones with the sort of horsey heads. They're the Mariloid.
No, Mariloids are the Reaper. Are the they're not in this list.
Are they cool?
Negative.
No. Do they suck shit?
They're so they have the big long spears, right?
Yeah.
1 inch reach.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, what are they? What are you talking about?
And I will put my Guardian of Souls, which is my general, behind the chain rasps.
Okay. And he's the one that he is a big linchpin for your army, right?
Yes, he is the master of the heals, so he can bring back ghosts. He can bring back units.
His heals are not really necessarily. It doesn't just like wounds. It's like he can bring back heaps of models.
Yeah, it's I can basically bring back a wound or bring back a model that has 1 wound, essentially. A 1 wound model.
Yeah.
So, I ended up deploying first.
Exactly.
Finishing.
Exactly right.
Means that I will
get
have priority. I will decide who goes first.
Exactly.
But before we start that, I need to talk about my Emerald Host. And
Emerald Host. Oh, God damn it! I forgot about your goddamn host.
The Emerald Curse. Once an enemy is marked with the Emerald Curse, their doom is all but assured, Jerry. After your army's been set up, before the first battle round, you can pick D3+1 enemy units on the battlefield. Let's see how many. How about
3?
3. Let's choose the Boars, the
Gorgruntas.
the Gorgruntas, the War Boss, obviously, and the War Chanter.
Oh, wow. Okay. I mean, that's pretty good. That's going to be pretty effective, I
So
think.
at the end of each battle round, I get to roll a die. On a 2-up, I roll a die for each cursed unit.
Right.
And on a 2-up, that unit suffers D3 mortal wounds.
Yeah, they just essentially they weaken, they sicken and die.
Essentially.
Right.
So that's the Emerald Curse, which is a favorite.
Yeah. Of young and old.
So I have priority. I'm going to give it to you.
Thanks, pal. I suspected as much. All right. Hey, so that means that we are starting round 1, which means we need to choose heroic actions.
We need to get command points first. So since you're going first, you start with 1 command point. You can use this die to track it.
Oh, okay.
Or you can use that.
Yeah, that's much better.
And I will get 2 because I'm going second.
Exactly.
And then we each get 1
for our leader.
For our general. Now we are both doing heroic actions. Classic first game pick, first round is heroic leadership.
Yeah. It's basically, it gives you another command point.
Yeah, it just gives you another command point on a 4-up roll. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to get another command point. You're going to get nothing.
No. Well, should use my dice, I guess. Okay, so now it's going to start. It basically starts over on my side.
Yep. And since it's you're at the top of the round, you choose your battle tactic for
the
first round.
So do you choose your battle tactic in your hero phase?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it kind of sucks to choose a battle tactic before anything has happened.
Well, yeah, right. I was wondering why it worked that way.
So I know as an Iron Jaws player, you do have some movement shenanigans.
Yes. So the main trick that Iron Jaws have is called Mighty Destroyers. And it is a command ability that you use during the hero phase. And it allows you to take moves as though the game were going actively. It allows you to take moves as though it were the movement phase, which is, I mean, really, really scary. So yeah, we should definitely do that.
Do you think you can get to that center point
Yeah.
at your turn? So
Yeah.
I would recommend doing against the odds.
Exactly. This is the choice that I think this is the choice of a new generation, Kiko. Essentially, it means I can pick one unit from my starting army. These guys here. I can complete this battle tactic if at the end of this turn, any models from that unit are contesting an objective I control, and that objective is not being contested. Like, this is the only opportunity I'll probably have this whole game to do it because you're so fast.
You probably want to do Gorgritas.
Yeah, just have them run their asses off, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, the truth is they could actually run out. I mean, I have multiple ways to get it done.
Right.
But yeah, let's go ahead and issue. That's a wah. God damn it! I literally printed all this out. Oh, my dude's first. It's right here. Yes, I got it. So I can use this command ability in the hero phase. The model that issues the command must be an Ironjaw's model, but the Mega Boss has an ability called Ear Splitting Bellow that lets it essentially issue the command twice.
Which is not typically something you can do.
No. In fact, it breaks the whole rule of the game. The whole game is about not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to issue that command to these Ardboys and also these Gorgruntas. And essentially, because we are so far away from you, if I'm closer, there's a list of things that I have to do. But because we're so far away, they essentially just get a free move.
Okay. And this is before the movement phase.
Correct. The game has not started yet. Now, they only move 4.
Typically a slow army.
Yes, but they get these other, as Kiko described them, movement shenanigans. Now, the Gorgruntas are not slow.
Right.
The Gorgruntas move 9. Now, is it fine to have?
Absolutely not.
You're saying no. Okay, well, hey, that is the first of my commands. And of course, that costs me
one
command point. But the best part about that ability is that I can cast it twice, which I shouldn't be able to do.
Right.
And then it doesn't cost anything extra.
Right.
It's a real treat. All right.
So you're in your hero phase.
Correct.
Anything that your heroes can do in your hero phase. You don't have any wizards, so...
No, I do. Unfortunately, you are wrong.
Okay, who got the arcane tome?
This big
The
guy.
Mega Boss.
The Mega Boss found an arcane tome and has begun reading it at night.
Okay.
It's a correspondence course.
Does he want to keister an arcane bolt?
Yeah, I mean,
or maybe a mystic shield?
yeah, I think Mystic Shield is probably the right, and that goes off on a 5.
Yeah, so that's a range 12. Who do you want to put that mystic shield on?
The Mystic Shield is going to go on the Gorgruntas.
Okay, you're gonna roll a 2d6.
I have it right here.
Try to get a 5.
5 or higher.
You got an 8. I'm going to attempt to unbind that spell.
Right, and so all you need to do is roll higher than an 8 on 2d6.
I don't. So the Mystic Shield goes on the Gorgruntas.
And Mystic Shield basically means that their save is 1 better.
Correct.
Right? Okay, so they have done all this stuff, and I mean, I do have cool spells, but I can't do the spell because I'm too far away. And that's
World's smallest violin.
No, it's very large, actually. If you've never seen or heard an orc violin, It's a true delight. Okay. So yeah, now everybody else is going to get their movements. Now, I haven't done it in a while, but I can't charge because there's nobody out here close enough. So I can run with these units if I want to, right?
Absolutely. But before you do that, as a person who's going second,
Yes.
I get to choose a special thing.
Oh, you were going to choose one of these points.
Yes.
This is so in this season, remember how we were talking about how this season is all different? There is something you can choose called a proving ground. And essentially it allows Kiko to choose one of these objectives and say that only veterans of the last war can contest it. So Gore-Gruntas would not be available for that.
So
War Boss.
You see where this is going.
Exactly.
As the second player, as the player who's taking the second turn in a round, you get to choose a proving ground.
Yeah.
So the proving ground is the center, which means you have to have a battle line unit.
Yes, exactly. Do you
contested.
see how clever and crafty Kiko is? Fatal to Baptist, what a pleasure. Now, so yeah, so as we established, these guys can run if they want. And it's probably a good idea for them to do so. So we're going to do that with these cats over here.
Yep.
Essentially, you have your base movement, which is 4 for most orcs.
Yep.
You roll a d6, and that's your move stat for the thing. Now, that keeps you from charging.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. But this first turn, since that wasn't going to happen anyway, we're okay. So how much farther do they get to go? 1 inch.
So they get 5. Now you can spend a command point if you want.
Yeah.
To do at the double. You can use this command ability after you declare that a friendly unit will run. The unit must receive the command, then the run roll is not made for that unit. Instead, a 6 is added.
You know what?
So
on this first turn, with my Mystic Shield, and because I need them to do this, I need them to get as far up as they can, I think I will use my last CP.
To give them that run?
And to give them a 10-inch move, basically.
The way this reads is it looks like you have to do that before, but we're going to play it this way because it's more interesting.
Yeah, it's better. So this is cheeky. I think it's... They think that no one can see them. They are being emitted from behind the house. Now, we need the same thing to happen here.
You roll a 1?
No, I don't know. I don't want. We don't want that to happen, and we don't want the other thing to happen because I can't use that command ability again. But what I want to do is I want to get from here, and I need to get within 6 inches of that, so that I can contest it at all. Right? You can test from 6 inches away in this game, which. For if you're playing Kill Team or the other games that we played, like that's
you gotta be up on
a delight.
Yes. That's a 1.
So they go 5 inches.
Yes. Which is enough.
You think?
Yeah, I can see it from here.
Okay.
Well, it's 11 to the thing, so.
Okay, perfect. It's just on the edge.
Yeah.
Honestly, I like that setup for the counter charge anyway. Essentially, the War Chanter. I like to do this at the beginning, but the War Chanter, their main ability is to give +1 damage with their Violent Fury ability, and because they have. Because we're Dachapas, I can choose multiple units to receive that command. But they have to be within 12 inches of me to get it.
That was the hardest thing learning, coming from like a game like War Machine, where your Warcaster is not in the thick of it because it's essentially...
No, because you lose.
You lose if it dies.
Right.
This is a game where you
have to commit.
You have to commit. Your heroes have to be up in there for their auras to be effective. I unfortunately have swung too far in the other direction where my heroes die immediately and then I got nothing. But I'm trying to find that balance.
Yes, exactly. Within and without.
Yeah.
But yes. So if it's the Chappa's group, three different allies can get it.
Mm-hmm.
So he was not within 12 there. So it have to be the Mega Boss, these Ard boys, and those guys right there.
So do you think that that there's going to even be any fighting?
No, but I have to use it because it lasts all the way through your turn and back to mine.
Okay, well, that's what I'm saying is it better for you to just run him if whatever buff you grant is not really going to be useful for this first round?
But I think if we get down here and you start to fight me and challenge me on these guys, I will want to have had that buff on there. And the ability is a hero phase ability, so it should be okay. Anyway, so he's moving over there. I want to have him within this. The Mega Boss is going to go out here, and these
Gorgrunt just got to get out of the way.
Gorgruntas, exactly. The Gorgruntas basically have to find a nice side charge. Let's have them go over here. I'm already having a good time. And then these young rabble rousers will just scoot up to the battle line. Okay. I mean, I think that is...
It's a possibility, Fat Baron. It's a possibility.
What's this? If you go... Once and we shall see. Now, so we're going to see how this goes.
Okay.
I like the battle lines, and it seems like I did score my battle tactic.
Well, we have a bunch of phases to go through first.
Oh, battle shock.
No. So we're now in the shooting phase because your movement phase is done.
Correct.
Do you have any shots that you can take?
Nah, none of these guys have that type of stuff,
No ranged
unfortunately.
weapons?
No,
Okay.
as soon as I get close, I do have some spells.
Okay.
But
Then that brings us to the charge phase. Currently, the only units that can charge are the Gorgruntas and these Ard boys and the War Boss and maybe the Chanter. But
too far away.
I mean, if you get a 12, that's not enough.
No, we're right on the edge of it.
So no charge phase. Obviously no fight phase.
No, and thus no battle shock.
Correct. So now
Yes.
we are at the bottom of round one, and let's do some heroic actions as well as gaining command points for our generals.
Okay, now, how many points do I get?
So the way this scenario works,
It's all in the battle. It's all in the battle
it's
pack,
all in
right?
the battle pack. It couldn't be easier, Jerry.
Yeah, because even these basic things, like what they mean, can change.
So we're going to look at what a glorious victory means for the lurkers below. Starting from the third battle round, a player immediately wins a major victory if they
have
control all of the objectives on the battlefield.
Right.
If neither player has won a victory by the end of the battle, then the player that completed the most battle tactics wins.
Holy shit!
Yes. So
it isn't even about points.
no, it's how many. So
Wow.
you currently have one successful.
Wow. Okay, so it doesn't occupy the. It's still the tiebreaker, but not in the point way.
So
Yes. The number of the beast. Now, heroic actions.
correct. You're now back up to 2. I'm up to 4 command points. Heroic actions. I mean, let's see if we can get another command point because there's not really anything else useful right now currently.
No.
I don't.
I'm gonna try.
No.
I need to stop rolling these right away.
Yeah, you got a whole bunch of dice back here.
Yeah,
that
I'm
you
going to
should
use those from now on.
So, I've got a big hero phase.
Big Hero 6.
Because I have Wizards.
Wizards?
But before then, I'm going to figure out a battle tactic. Let's see.
Yeah, what's good?
Gaining momentum doesn't make sense. Eye for an eye is interesting, but we're a little bit too early for that one.
Yeah, it might be later in the phase, right? Eye for an eye means you've lost a unit in the previous turn, right, and then now they are going to lose a unit. Mm-hmm. That's fun.
Yeah, it's some nice flavorful battle tactic.
Bless me. All right.
This one's mine, is fun, but
for your boss,
my
right?
general's not going to be able to be swinging any sides. Let's see, head to head, it's veterans versus veterans. That's not really going to be a thing. I'm trying to figure out.
You're trying to figure out how you can get points for fucking around with my pigs,
for killing these pigs.
This pork. Is there anything in there about the other white meat?
No, unfortunately.
Oh, shit. Kiko, I'm so pleased with my boys.
They came out really good.
Yeah. It's Flash Gits and then a yellow Imperial Fist contrast over it. It looks so cool. Rah!
Is that the sound they make?
Well, no. The sound they make is wah. But they're not going to make it this turn. They're going to make it next turn. Well, something bad is going to happen to them, Talp. And Porco Brahe, this is anti-Jerry speech, is what it is. Oh, Ghost, you got a great shot of those guys. Dude, that looks kick-ass. Look at the Mega Boss back there, goading them on from the steps.
All right.
Oh, yeah, Carla Jean, obviously the Gore Gruntas are insured. We got farmers on them. And they also have the Mystic Shield, which is, I guess, the farmers. So what do you think?
I think you have to choose a battle tactic. So
yes, I think so too.
I think I just need to throw one away.
Oh, just toss it?
Yeah, because there's not really anything I can do currently.
Yeah. After a few more games, we're going to understand exactly what to do with these. Like, we'll know what our first turn ones are.
Last season was easy, but this is a whole new crop of rules.
Yep.
By the second game we'll get them all down. Let's just do Overwhelmed with Dread, which is a
custom one
to a Night Haunt one.
What do they do?
You score this battle tactic if a unit is affected by Shriek, Stun, and Petrify.
So what's cool about them? So does everybody remember?
We'll get there.
Does everybody remember the Return of the King?
Yes.
Where wave upon wave of emerald ghosts just crashed into the living. That's basically what they can do. They charge through you, over you, and they start piling up these negative buffs.
Think the end of the Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yes, like when they open it up and it seems like things are going to be fine, but then their faces melt off.
The Ark of the Covenant has just been opened.
Yes, exactly.
So I'm choosing that battle tactic, which is going to be impossible, but that's what I have to live with. So until then, I will start with my spells. I'm going to put the Seal of Shaish on my Grimghast Reapers from the Guardian of Souls.
Now, what does it do?
It will put a 5-up ward on that unit.
And these are the Reapers over here?
These are the Reapers right here.
5-up ward. Okay, I'm not going to contest that.
Okay. Well, you might not have to, because I have to get a 5 on 2d6.
Oh,
and that's a double ones. So
you actually take a D3 mortals, don't you?
Is that what they I've actually never had that happen.
So in 40K, this is called Perils of the Warp.
Let's see if something bad just happened. Miscast. 78.
Yeah, it means periled. Exactly right.
This is
it's quite bad. Basically, this is
time it's happened.
They're consorting with powers beyond their comprehension, And now the cost has come due.
Miscasts. On an unmodified casting roll of 2, the spell is miscast. The spell is not successfully cast. The caster suffers D3 mortal wounds, and the caster cannot attempt to cast any more spells in that hero phase.
Oh shit!
He can only do 1 anyway. So let's just see how bad this hurts, and that's a 1.
And so how many HP does he have total?
He's only got a 5. So
down to 4.
Yep. So that's a great start to the campaign.
But Lady Olindard is not without some mystical capacity as well.
She definitely has spells, but nothing currently that is useful.
Okay.
Because everyone is out of range. Unless you think that those Ard boys are within 18 inches.
No.
I don't think that's true, but let's just
my
go
guess
ahead and...
my guess is I am 22 inches away.
Yeah, no, it's fine. So in that case, she will just use one of her 2 spells that she can cast because she's a really great wizard.
Yeah.
I mean, look at her.
Yeah.
She's gonna just pocket an arcane bolt and see if that goes. Try not to do some mortal wounds to myself. This is a casting value of 5. That's an 8. Would you like to unbind since this is the
not that
only
one
spell?
Oh, is this the only spell you're going to cast?
I got 2 wizards.
I got you.
So
11.
You have unbound that spell.
It feels good.
You have denied me. Your war boss.
Yeah, exactly. No, he doesn't even know. He doesn't know what it is.
Great hero phase, everybody. Let's.
I think it's under his boot. I think he just tracks it around.
So the cool thing about Night Haunt is that they are stat-wise fairly consistent. So everybody's got an 8-inch move. So
it's fly.
Gonna do it, and they can fly, which is pretty important for boards like this.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, lots of little homes. But when we were setting up before the stream, it occurred to us that this is like the worst thing you could possibly happen to your sleepy hamlet. You look over, it's like, okay, no, we have to run to the east. There's a lot of orcs. And then you look to the east and it's a lot of ghosts.
Bad times for people living in this quaint village.
No, exactly right. Dude, does it feel amazing just to put a bunch of ghosts behind a house? Oh! Does it feel good knowing that the house doesn't matter at all? That you can just charge right over it?
Yeah. It is a unique feeling to be able to essentially ignore
the game.
Good portions of the rule book.
Yeah, you're playing a separate game.
You're a ghost.
Exactly.
So they're there. I'm gonna put these chain rasps.
Those chain rasps were turning into like a rasp king.
Yeah, that's what happens when you put
the magnetos.
2 big magnets to magnets of overpowering size under small bases.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna come down here.
Yeah, BC. I'm gonna talk to my doctor about Wa in round 2. I'm gonna see if Wa is right for me.
Let's just get the lady down here and her spirit host retinue behind her. And let's see.
Now we're getting closer. But no, she has a shooting attack, but it's just her lifting up her veil, right?
Correct.
So that you see her fucking head.
True face.
Ugh.
And you take a bunch of mortal wounds.
Yeah, you do.
So the lady's there. That's the end of the movement phase. So that brings us to the shooting phase.
Mm-hmm. And is it 18 for that?
I believe it is. Lady Ollinder's lifting the veil is 12 inches. So this
that may not be enough.
Range. Yeah, so that's not enough.
Oh, thank God.
So the veil's staying put, staying down. And I don't really have anything else in the shooting phase currently, so let's move on to the charge phase.
I can't wait. Oh, Kiko, this is great news. I'm not even mad. I'm excited at the prospect.
Let's start. by seeing if my Grimgas Reapers can get to your boars.
Yeah, I think it's going to be good.
Because I definitely don't want to take a charge from them because that does bad things when you move.
Yeah. So just for those of you playing along at home, when these pigs charge you, at the end of the charge phase, before they've even rolled any attacks, on a 3-up, you just take a mortal wound because they're sharp and big.
Yes, because they crash into you.
Like Dave Matthews. It's a Dave Matthews situation.
Which is far more brutal than you would expect.
Yes.
So let's see how this charge goes.
So how much do you need?
Got to get within a ½ inch regardless of reach. So I need a 8+.
Easy.
Is it? That's an 8.
That's an 8.
So since they are ghosts...
Since they are dead, they can take off their head to recite Shakespearean quotations. No animal nor man can scream like I can. I mean, obviously you're a fan.
Do you know anyone who isn't?
I don't know a single fucking solitary soul. It still pops. I stay listening to that. I didn't even know they changed the haunted house, and I was just there once, and they did it.
Oh.
Can you imagine my pleasure?
Yeah, no. It's that was the sole reason why we went when we were still back in San Diego.
So this is the cool part about this. I didn't really understand this, right? So it's like as long as some target is within a ½ inch at the end of it, the charge is successful.
Correct.
But then there's depending on the unit, there's a 3-inch pile-in.
Correct.
Which is how you distribute your attacks, but these are battle line, right?
These are battle line.
These are Galatian veterans, so they're just going to spread like a dark butter. I assume across the face of it.
You're going to need that Mystic Shield.
Yeah,
because we're going to consult the Wave of Terror table.
Yeah, exactly. An 8 is a what?
So the cool thing about ghosts is when they charge, if it's a successful charge, they will just put a debuff on you.
Yeah, you get scared.
And on an 8, I will stun you, which will subtract 1 from the save rolls.
Oh, okay. So basically now I've evened out.
Right. Your Mystic Shield has countered my stun.
Okay.
I think that is the best I can do for charges, certainly, because on a 12, I can maybe.
But you can attempt it.
I can attempt it. Might as well.
Remember, you need one of those ghosts within a ½ an inch,
and
right? And if you fail it, you just don't go.
Unlike other games, you don't have to declare a charge target.
No,
you just see
charge.
how much you charge,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
then see where you want to go.
Exactly. So if you get a 12, you get a 12.
I get a 12. That's not even remotely close to a 12.
That's very low. That's 3. That's super, super low, Kiko.
Yes.
Wow.
So my Reapers are just going to be out there in the wind. They're ghosts. But
yeah, it's fine.
That's it for charges.
Yeah.
They got their stun on there. So we're going to move on to the
fight phase?
Fight phase. Combat phase.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
if you will.
All right, so I will choose to fight first.
Okay, as you should, as you should. Now, on a 12, or is it 11 or 12? You give people the strike last property.
10 plus, petrify, strike last.
10 plus
on a charge, yeah.
10, 11, and 12 give you strike last?
Wave of Terror, if I successfully charge on a 10 plus, I grant the strike last effect, which means that unit cannot fight until all other units has fought in the round.
Wickedness.
Which is bad.
It's wickedness.
So we're going to start by doing a
pile-in.
You're
going to spread them like a dark butter.
Yes. So we're just going to creep in here. I just have to get closer to the unit. It's not really a lot of piling in. Oh, I can maybe.
Oh, totally.
I just need to stay cohesive is the problem.
Exactly.
So that guy's there, and then he's going to get in here, and all but one
can contribute.
Okay. It looks like it.
Smooth. I mean, I trust your read on this.
Actually, hold on. So he's there. He's there. Let's see if I can get him a little bit closer. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, yeah. So all but him can contribute, and we'll start with the slasher scythes.
Oh, you have different. You have different scythes.
Yeah.
In different area codes, one presumes.
So we'll start with the size 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and they each have 2 attacks. So we're looking at 16 attacks here. I'll be hitting on 4-ups.
Okay. I'm going to issue the all-out defense order.
Okay.
Whoa.
The thing about Night Haunt is that...
oh, yeah, you have to track these separately.
On a 6-up, those automatically wound.
Yeah, so they don't need to be checked.
They don't need to be checked. They don't need to be... Man, that's a lot of 6s.
Yeah, I know.
I'm looking at 4-ups here, so 3s, 2s, and 1s go away.
Okay. So pretty healthy so far, Corkenwald.
And I'm looking at normally a 3-up to wound, but since they are they wholly within 12?
They're not wholly within 12.
Yeah, okay. So if they had been wholly within 12 of my general,
at charge point they were, right?
+1.
That's a tricky thing to remember.
To wounds.
With
but
violence.
Instead, we're doing 3-ups. So another 2 get in.
Okay, we love it.
And these are -1 rend, so you have 2, 4, 6, 8 coming at you at -1 rend.
Okay, so -1 rend.
You're all defense, cancels that -1,
exactly.
so
So
you're
now
just
they're
at an even save here.
Yeah, with just 4s. And so how many total? 8?
8.
All right, well, let's see what we can do here. Oh, wow. You done okay, boys. You done okay, boys.
So how many
3 wounds.
3 wounds? They have 4?
They have, these bad boys have 5 wounds.
Jeez. All right. Then let's put... Which one has 2 wounds left?
Oh, what is indicated over there?
Nope. Here you go.
Mm-hmm.
Now the boars can fight back.
They riposte.
Oh, no. I still have my bell.
Oh, bell. Oh, that's right. Here, do we have a shot of the bell ghost? I love that he comes in late and just bong.
The Extoller of Shaiish. This model is armed with a death knell.
Oh boy.
Instead of a slasher scythe. This is hitting 2 attacks on a 4-up.
Hey.
2 hits, and he's wounding on a 3-up. 2 wounds. These are -1 rend.
So okay. So it's all the same.
Same. Two saves here.
Same dynamic. How much damage?
D3 each.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that bell.
So he's like the war chanter.
Yeah.
Wow, that's probably gonna kill him then. 4-up saves.
Yep. Okay, so 1 gets in, and this is D3 damage.
Come on, we're for 1. No.
3 points.
All right. So he die.
And then 1 wound goes on to another model.
Another hog. Okay, so we'll move over here.
It's a good thing I remembered that, because now this makes your fight with the Gorgruntas a little bit less
much
terrifying.
Worse.
Yes.
Yeah. So Gorgruntas all have jagged gore hackas. They attack 3 times, except for the boss there, who attacks 4 times. And they hit on 3-up. Okay, 5 hits.
Okay.
They wound on 3-up as well. These are the jagged gore hackas I opted for. 4.
Okay, so I got 4 saves with these Grimghast Reapers. Their saves 4-up. Just 1 save, so I'm losing. I'm gonna spend a command point.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. So with being ghosty,
Oh, is this ghost shit?
Yeah, I have I have a special command I can do called Discorporate. This gives them a 5-up ward instead of their normal 6-up ward.
Exactly. So basically, now that the save has been failed, this ward is a last chance.
Yeah. So I need 5-ups here to negate these wounds.
Yeah.
I did negate it one more, so I lose 2 Grimghast. And now, is that it for your attacks?
Then that's all they got, yeah.
Okay, so that is the end
Of the combat phase.
of the combat phase.
Now we go to the battle shock phase.
Correct. And my Grimghast Reaper's Bravery is 10.
So
if I roll a 6, that only gets me to an 8. I lose no models.
yeah, they are very brave because they've died already.
What about your Gruntas?
Well, they're not quite as brave.
Okay.
So I lost 1 model,
Uh-huh.
and their bravery is 6. So if I roll a 6,
It's everything above.
right,
Yeah. So if you rolled
over your bravery.
right, so if you roll a 6, you would lose another model.
Exactly.
Correct.
No,
Okay, they're fine.
5.
Because you add 1 to that roll for
Exactly,
every
so-
model that you lost.
Every model you lost, and then but the main thing, the reason that Kiko's eyes have grown wide is because of how what is determined at the battle shock phase. Essentially, every model that you've lost is like a debuff to your roll,
Right.
and then the bravery is the threshold. So if the dice roll plus the number of models lost is over that bravery, every point it's over that bravery is an entire model.
They just walk away.
Now that's one thing for a 1-wound ghost.
Right.
It's another thing entirely for a 5-wound pig.
That's a huge loss, for sure. Okay, so that's it for the Battle Shock. We are doing a curse.
Yep.
So the Emerald Curse, it's the end of the battle round. That kicks off.
Emerald Curse.
And I roll a D6 for every model.
Yes, and
So
on a
let's-
2-up.
On a 2-up, I do a D3 Mortals.
Yes.
So let's start with the Gorgruntas.
Yep.
See if I get to curse. I don't.
It's not.
That's never
Wow.
happened. Let's start with the War
When
Boss.
Mom says they have curses at home.
Okay, War Boss gets some
Does.
mortals.
How much?
He gets 1.
Okay, fair enough. Now he starts out at 8, so he now has 7 wins.
Okay, and the War Chanter gets some.
Yeah. What does he get?
He gets 3.
Well, that's a lot.
For a model that has what?
War Chanters have 6 total.
That's half his health pool. It's the Emerald Curse.
Is really cool, I think.
It's basically a timer.
Yes.
You gotta.
Well, and in this game, which
Exactly.
which is a timer also connected to who has got these points, it's pretty scary stuff, honestly.
Okay, so I get no battle tactics, so you're still up 1 on
One
that
battle
one.
tactic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
right here.
currently no one controls every point.
Yes,
So-
exactly. So I mean, I technically control this point and this point.
Correct, which means nothing until.
Well, no, exactly. There's no scoring.
Yes, yeah, there's no scoring. So at the start of round 3, if you have all 3, you win.
Yeah. Right.
So let's figure out
Who's gonna go?
who's going to go at
Priority
the start
priority roll, baby.
of battle round 2.
You ready? Let's get it. 5.
I needed that to be less.
No.
You went first.
Exactly. So I continue to go.
No.
Yes. No. Let's check.
No, let's check.
Let's check. I was shocked when I read this
So
morning.
it's different than Kill Team.
It is another different one. In Kill Team, the person who didn't go goes. If I am not mistaken, I was looking through this morning. The reason it stood out is because it's so weird.
So, what would you even look for?
Prioritas.
Priority. Yeah, priority is where it would be under. Priority roll 63. So the cool thing about the General's Handbook is not only does it give you all your scenarios and all your special rules for the season, the last half of the book is just the core rule book. So it's
All your shit's
it's
in
everything you need.
here to be healthy.
Yes, also spiral bound. It comes with a bunch of counters for all the new stuff.
Here, in the event of a tied priority roll, do not roll off again. If it's the first battle round, the player who finished deploying has priority.
Right.
Like normal. Otherwise, the player who went first in the previous battle round.
Fucked.
Isn't that
That's so
Dude,
insane.
I'm telling you, because I've read this book many times. I have never seen that.
Different from other GW games as well.
Yeah.
If you don't spend your command points at the end of the by the end of the round, you lose them all.
You lose them. So
You start from nothing.
yeah,
again.
the other one is it's more like a warcaster. It's more like a war machine type thing, right? Where
Yeah.
it's about this is a resource I have for the length of the game or the length of the round. I have to invest it. In this, it's like you better spend it 24/7. Now, because I go first, I get,
get
1
1
point, and I
point
get one additional point
For your
because my general is on the
I
board.
get 2 and 1 additional because my general.
Exactly right. And then when it goes to your turn again, I will get another
Because your general.
point. Exactly right. Now, so let's take a look. So I went ahead and I got against the odds.
I'm going to go ahead and do a heroic recovery on my general since
Yes.
he is no longer within 3 inches. He's not within 3 inches of enemy units. Roll 2d6 if the roll is less than the hero's bravery characteristic, which is, I assume, 10. Because he is a ghost hero. It is 10. I rolled an 8, so I get to heal D3 wounds. He only has 1 on him, so he goes up to full.
Okay. Damn it. Brenna has been singing Easy Lover. And it's done my head in. Like I don't know how to feel about it. Okay. Now, I need to
Figure out a battle tactic.
Yes, that's what I'm doing right now.
Um,
Now you go second. So do you choose a proving ground right now?
I do. Oh. Gonna make this one a proving ground. Oh, that's got the right counter. And I'm going to double check, but I'm pretty sure the first proving ground just turns into a regular objective again.
Now, you tell me this, Kiko. These pigs, these hogs, they can pile in like anybody else.
Right.
Right? So this means that they can pile in around this side if they want to.
You have enough room base-wise there, yes.
Right? So, but of course, pile in, that doesn't happen.
So they pile into the model closest to them.
Yeah.
So he gets to move here. That's as far as he can go.
Yeah, exactly.
He has to end closer to this model.
Yeah. So he has to stay
yeah.
connected to that.
They can't really pile in.
Exactly. All right. Well, here, let's get this Mystic Shield off of here and this stun. There you go. So time to get stuck in is what I'm going to try for my battle tactic.
Okay.
It's an orc battle tactic. And it basically says you complete this tactic if the model picked to be your general and all the models in your army that are on the battlefield are within 12 inches of an enemy unit by the end of the turn. Is that conceivable? Because it's not wholly within. Oh, yeah. It's not wholly within. So this is achievable for sure. So first up, Mighty Destroyers. Let's go ahead and issue this command from the War Boss.
What was your heroic action?
Oh, heroic action. Sorry. The heroic action, the only one I can think of is I got to try to top up my War Chanter.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Right?
Another counter to the Emerald Curse is just a simple heroic action where you can heal.
Exactly
heroic
right.
Recovery, 2d6, which I just did, and you got to get under the bravery. So what is the bravery?
Well,
of
the
War
bravery,
Chanter?
orc bravery is not incredible, but if I can get 8 or under on 2d6, he can get topped up a little bit, hopefully. 3.
D3 heal D3 wounds.
Ciao. 2.
Okay.
Hey, not so bad. We're also going to leverage the power of our Violent Fury, which is a little buff that gets dished up by the War Chanter. It can go onto 3 different units. So we're going to place it on...
What's the range of it?
The range of Violent Fury is they have to be within 15 inches.
Okay. Not wholly.
So no on that.
Does it have to be wholly?
Yeah, I think so. Sucks. Yeah, that's good though. It's good that they have that in there.
Mm-hmm.
So
definitely hard boys.
These guys are good. Good here.
Mm-hmm.
And that is not sufficient.
Okay.
So I'll put it on him.
Okay. So those 3 in the middle.
Essentially, it's +1 damage.
Yep.
Right? Now I'm going to issue the Mighty Destroyer's command, which essentially makes...
Is that a hero phase thing?
Mm-hmm. Yep. The Mighty Destroyers is their movement during... Or are these for the... To help you remember?
Mm-hmm.
Those are nice. I like those. Yeah, so Heavy Destroyer or Mighty Destroyer is a movement that happens during the hero phase.
And that costs you a command point?
It do. If you could please decrement over there. All right, Mega Boss also. All right, those, I think that the hero phase is done now.
You have a wizard.
Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out what, I've never had, I don't have wizards generally. So I need to see the range of Foot of Gork.
Oh, jeez.
I brought Foot of Gork.
Just for the
meme.
Just for the meme.
Just for the meme. So, Foot of Gork. This is the a powerful spell that they have. Let me just read it. The shaman raises his arms and implores the sky with wild gesticulations. After a moment's pause, an almighty green foot descends to stomp on the foe with a resounding crunch. Foot of Gork is a spell that has a casting value of 10, so it doesn't really cast for the most part.
You have to get a 10 plus and a 2d6.
Yeah. Oh, but it's range 18.
Yeah, so you can do it here, for sure. And I assume it's going to be on a lady.
Well, the spirit hosts are really the battery that keeps the lady alive.
Yeah, but if I fail those rolls, it's going on the lady.
True. I mean, I can also get him.
And you can just stomp and stomp and stomp and stomp.
If I get it off, I mean,
right.
This would also be very powerful, right?
True, but I can.
If I was able to completely wipe them out,
I can't bring back the lady.
True, but if I completely wipe this unit out, you can't bring it back either.
Absolutely, I can.
You can?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You have like a once a game ability where you just get to start over.
On a 4-up, I get to bring back a unit.
Okay, so. Well, never mind. Mortark. We'll go for the Mortark. But anyway, it's very straightforward. A lot of lead up. But I mean, it may not matter at all.
So
but
we're gonna attempt the Foot of Gork.
We have to try the Foot of Gork just because it's too dumb.
Yes.
All right. We want a 10 on 2d6.
Yes. Fucking Christ. So I can't even unbind that.
It's too high.
I can't roll a 13 on 2 dice.
No. No. So that turned out okay.
So there's a special rule for Foot of Gork.
No, yeah, I didn't read it all. So we will reveal that next. So basically, then you roll a dice or pick one enemy unit and they suffer a d6 mortal wound. So that happens now.
Yes.
So d6.
There's not a special rule if it's a wizard?
No.
That might be something else. Okay.
No, that's the Mighty Headbutt.
Okay, that's
Mighty Headbutt does bonus damage to wizards.
Okay. So,
but no, so I roll a d6 mortal wounds. Yeah.
Lady has 7 wounds, everybody. This is why you have to bring Foot of Gork. No, it's not over.
Oh, let me
There's
read
more to read.
Let me read the next part of the rule. Then roll a dice. On a 4+, the unit suffers D6 mortal wounds.
It keeps going if you keep rolling a 4+. So let's just get them all out here. We know you got 6 on her.
6 mortals from the jump. All right, here. So we're looking for 4 up.
Looking for 4 up. Another D6 wounds on the lady.
Five.
Okay, let's see a 4 up. 11 wounds currently on the lady. Okay,
now it's
the foot of Gork.
Our long national nightmare is over.
All right, so I got 11 rolls here. I got to get 3 ups to shunt as many of these wounds.
These are wards. To say these are spirit hosts, right?
These are spirit hosts. So I can shunt 9 of those 11
onto hosts.
If I roll 3 up on 9 dice.
Exactly.
So let's start there. The maximum I can do is 9.
Yeah.
So.
And so you're looking for 5 ups on these.
3 ups.
3 ups. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it isn't like the damage doesn't go anywhere. It just goes where you want it instead of on your boss.
Mm-hmm. So the lady takes 4. Lady takes 4, and I lose 1 spirit host, and there's 1 wound left on another spirit host. So that's 9 of the 2. Lady's down to. Lady takes 4. Lady's down to 3. I got bad really fast.
So there's a couple
There's two more wounds I need to try and ward 4 on them.
Yeah.
Lady has a natural ward 4.
Yeah, she has her own built-in defenses now, right?
Mm-hmm. Those are mortals because it's a fucking foot of gold. 1 more wound, so she's down to 2.
Okay.
You're never not going to bring that spell now, right?
No, you have to. Like even if it doesn't go, you still want to do it. It's still fun, right?
That worked exactly the way I'd hoped it would.
Oh yeah, it just piled up,
and I'm like, how can I be mad at that? It's so stupid.
It's too funny and dumb, right? But anyway, so now that we have done the spell phase, that's the last part of the hero phase.
Yes. Now you can move.
Now it's time to scoot. It's time to engage in what has been called the boot scooting boogie. So we just need to keep on keeping on, pushing up. Eventually, there's going to be ghosts in my backyard, right?
It's possible. I got to get there first.
Right. I see, and this is actually something that's worth mentioning to the channel. So obviously, it's November. It's a time for us to talk about the prostate, and it's a haunted realm.
1 in every 3 men.
1 in every 3 men has ghosts
in their prostate.
And it's like a Satan situation. It's like a Scientology, but for your butt. Anyway, it's a very serious topic. We'll go into it later. So now it's just time to scoot everybody up, right?
Let's start with.
Mm-hmm. Who? We're going to start with these young gents here.
Okay.
Lord, but we do love a tray. Not much I can do over there. Kind of squozing in. Anyway, this is why terrain is cool, right?
Now, they can run instead.
Yeah, because they can't charge later, right?
But who they're going to charge from there.
Yeah, exactly. Here, let's just find out what else we get in there. Yep. We'll just move 5 more.
Yep. Who's coming next?
Next is going to be the Ard Boys.
Okay.
McCormick Hardcastle and the Ard Boys.
For fear of being charged, the lady is going to do a redeploy command ability.
She should certainly attempt to.
So a redeploy is a response
special command
to a unit that moves.
So you're saying you don't love the way I move?
She is now within 9 inches of an enemy unit.
Correct.
And she's more than 3 inches away from all enemy units. So I can roll a d6 and hide.
Yeah.
D6. The D6 determines how far she can move.
Correct. It's like a little movement you can do with her command point as a response to being charged.
And it's 5 inches, so I'm just going to put her behind this house here.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll just back her up here.
Back it up, back it in. Let me begin.
Yeah, I want to keep her away, but still having line of sight so that
she can,
when it comes to my hero phase, she can
pop that veil
stuff.
Exactly.
Hope I don't regret it, but that's where the lady is now.
That's the current situation.
After the redeploy.
Understood. Now these Auric brutes over here, they are going to run. The number of the beast.
Got some hot dice.
Apparently. Did you make these on the Glowforge?
I did.
Do you love them?
Couldn't be easier.
Now they can't charge because they ran.
Correct.
They ran.
War boss.
Mega boss. War boss. Harumph. Sir. He is there for a reason, but he can move up 4.
Now remember what happened last time.
Actually, he has to run.
He has to run.
He actually has to run. Can you roll my d6?
Because otherwise, next turn,
exactly.
He
actually has to be.
He has to be there. That's a 6 again. Someone's got to check these dice.
Okay. All right. Looking healthy. Everybody has done what they're supposed to do.
Shooting phase.
Shooting phase. Now, I don't have it.
Okay.
That's not who we are. That's not who we are as a people.
Then we're on to the charge phase.
We are indeed. Now, they ran, so they can't do it. What would it take? I mean, theoretically, the mega boss.
It would have to be a 12, likely.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that, but because we can do it for free.
Yeah.
We don't mind, right?
Because he has to go all the way around, so.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Definitely a 12.
Well, I mean, let's try.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna institute an Iron Jaws Wa.
Okay. Is that once per battle?
It's once per battle. Most of it doesn't matter that much, and in fact, it doesn't matter against you guys at all, except for in one case, which is where I actually get a plus to charges.
Right. This will probably be the last time you charge.
Exactly. Yeah. Right.
Is that a command point or just the thing?
The Iron Jaws Wa is not a. It's just a one. It's once per battle.
Yep. Plus 1 to this.
So anyway, plus 1 to this. So an 11 or 12.
Mega boss.
Ghostly. What are you doing? All right. 8? No.
Yeah. You can spend your last command point.
It might be neat.
I mean, all the other bullshit you've been trying has been working today.
Exactly. But you know what, though? This last command point, I want for all-out attack on the Ard Boys.
If you can get there.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, I need this a couple different ways.
Okay.
Right. So
Mega Bosses.
Mega Boss did not do anything.
Okay.
Nothing happened there. Ard Boys. Now, they have, as you can see, a drummer with them.
Got 8 inches.
Yeah. So they have a drummer. which gives them +1 to charges. And they get +1 to charge for being in the Wa. So I need a 6 or better, basically, right? 7.
So 9 inches?
Yep. Oh. Should be okay.
Won't get you to the lady, but you can definitely get
no.
The... Take out her spirit host, for
Well,
sure.
I mean, this whole thing, they go here and they go here. Yep. It's pretty healthy, I think.
Take him off the base.
Yeah, now?
Now's the time. Everybody's contributing.
Everybody's going to be a part of it. Now, they're excited, and they've never felt so free. So now is where we go back and forth fighting.
Correct. The charge phase is over, so we're on the combat phase.
Exactly.
Since it's your turn, you get to decide who fights first.
Okay. Well, I think
it's going to be the Ard boys.
I think these Ard boys, Ard Castle McCormick, is coming in. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to put 6 of them, because it's 10 total. We're going to put 6 of them on the spirit hosts, and 4 of them on the other guys.
Okay.
So for them, and we're also going to be issuing the all-out attack command.
So what is this grant?
That is +1 extra point of damage.
Okay.
And they're also bounty hunters, so that's an additional point of damage.
Not the spirit hosts.
Not against the spirit hosts?
They're not veterans.
Oh, they're not veterans. So that'll come into play on the other guys.
Correct.
So 6 models that are Ard boys is 3 attacks apiece, plus the boss for 1 extra attack. So 19 dice total
For the spirit hosts.
Against the spirit hosts.
Okay.
Correct.
What's your battle tactic?
My battle tactic is time to get stuck in. Which is from my book. Okay, now 3-ups are what we're trying to get.
Okay.
You guys don't care about Rend at all, which is sad.
I disagree.
All right, so 3-ups. Let's get it.
And all out attack grants?
All attack grants you +1
To
hit.
Okay.
And so it's 4 base, 3 up with the special ability, and then hopefully we can get some damage out of this. So 3s, here we go.
That's not a lot of misses there.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll be able to do something good here. Okay, now we wound on 3-up as well. And the damage is 3, if you can believe it.
Let's see it. I mean, there's not a lot of spirit hosts left, so you don't have to do that much.
I mean, I hope. So we're talking about 7 total, and Rend doesn't matter to you, right?
Correct. So I just got a straight up. I believe that they're a 4-up, but let me double check that they're not a 5. I think it's only the chain rasp that are 5.
They might be 5.
4-up saves here.
Yeah.
For 7, you said?
7.
So 4-up saves here. So that's 4, which means currently I'm losing the rest of the spirit hosts, but since I think I'm gonna make them
Discorporeal?
Yeah, I'm going to give them that 5-up ward just to see if they can stick around here.
Yeah.
Discorporate. So Night Haunt, all units, because they're ghosts, they're ethereal, they all get a 6-up ward just by default. But I have a special command point that I can make that a 5-up for a unit once per phase. So I need 5-ups here. I need at least one 5-up to save this unit. I got 2. So 2 wounds end up coming in for the Spirit Hosts, which takes out another model and leaves one last model with 2 wounds.
Nice. All right. The rest of them are going to go after the chain rasps.
Yep. So you got 5 of them here?
Yep. Well, there was 6 on the other guys and 4 on these guys.
Okay.
So 4 3-ups. Here we go.
Ooh.
That's pretty healthy. 3-ups again to wound. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
But hopefully that's enough.
6. These are chain rasps, so they are a 5-up save.
And you've already issued the discorporate.
Yeah, they don't get the 5-up ward. So close. So 5 hits coming in.
3 damage, 3 wounds apiece.
Okay, so that's 15 wounds coming in.
That you're going to try to ward against?
That I have to.
Yeah.
So I got a 6-up ward here. 15, we said?
15.
Okay. I need 6s here.
Which is...
That's 1 6.
That's the...
So that's 14 gone. It's a good thing I have a command point left. Let's start...
Yeah, so who reposts? That's yucky stuff.
So the problem here is I'm going to lose my Dread Warden.
Oh, just because it cut too deep into the...
Well, if
Into
I
the group?
cut this way,
Oh, yeah, because
I
you
take
have
myself
to
out of
slice.
the combat.
Right?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, you have to decide what models to remove
Yep.
as a piece of gameplay strategy first.
So I'm losing 14.
Yeah.
Well, it's a 20-man unit, so I got 6 left. So that doesn't leave anything.
Just grab that tray.
So there's 10.
Yeah. Or is removing models to get out of the combat fine? Oh, you want them to repost.
They're done.
Yeah. I mean,
There's no other threat there, so I might as well take advantage if I can.
yeah.
So there's 14 models gone. Remember how you were scared of this?
Well, here, no, so it's even weirder than you think, because it's about how many models are within 6 inches of this point.
Yeah, so had this been a third round, you would have won if you would have left somebody back there, but you didn't. So
You keep the points.
is that true?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true.
Here, we'll I'll look it
Check
up.
out your handbook.
I'll look it up. You figure out how to kill my guys.
The remaining chain rasp are going to take some swings at the Ard boys. They got 6, which is 12 because they each got 2 attacks.
Mm-hmm.
So 12 coming at you. They hit on.
Coming at you.
They hit on 4s.
Ugh. What the fuck?
That kind of day. Hey, 1 auto wound. That's cool.
What the hell?
They do get a 3-up wound though because they're wholly within 12 of the general.
Yeah.
Poultry 2
Poultry.
coming at you.
Delicious.
No,
is
no
it a
rend on
rend?
this. No
Okay.
rend.
Well, Ard boys are not especially tough.
Okay.
So these are just 4-up saves.
Okay.
1.
2 damage.
2 damage. I will remove 1 model. Actually, you know what I'll do? I will apply these points
No,
of damage
You got your shield wards.
to a shield. So these little munchkins, some of them have shields, and if I allocate damage to them, they have 6 wards. So we're going to do that to the 1,
2 dice.
2 dice. Here we go. No,
They're both dead.
he's iced.
He's dead.
Yeah, believe it or not, Ard boys are 2 wound.
Oh no, I believe it. Look at them. Spirit hosts are coming next.
Yep.
They have 6 attacks.
Okay, and I'm going to put this on here for battle shock.
Spirit hosts have 6 attacks. Looking at 4-ups here.
Oh, Kiko. See, this is why we have to play more war games, just to even it out.
4-up.
Hey. Now we're talking.
2 damage, no rend.
2 damage. 2 damage apiece?
No, just 2 damage period.
Oh, okay.
So you got 2 saves here. No
There we
rend.
go. So let's do 4s.
1 gets in, 1
1
damage.
gets in, and then I'm going to put 1 on the shield guy.
Okay.
For the ward. If I get a 6, it's okay. No. So he has 1 HP, 1 HP left.
The lady.
Well, no, it's my turn.
Oh, that's right. It is your turn.
So I'm going to go over here.
Yeah, actually, I should have let you go.
It was
it doesn't matter. It's a different part of the
well,
field,
and also they've gone,
Yeah.
so it's there's no advantage there. The only question I have is that since they had gone,
I should have
would
gone
it
here.
would have been better to
I
go with
absolutely
these
should
guys.
have, yeah. That's my mistake. I wasn't paying attention.
Well, I mean, we'll see if it ends up being a mistake.
Based on your rolls, it's going to be
7?
an absolute mistake.
But listen, so these cats, I cannot issue the all-out attack command
Because you already did this
because I've
phase.
already done it in this phase. But I can hit you a bunch of times with these spikes. So
do that.
yeah, so let's see how it goes. Gore Grunt has hit on 3-ups with the Jagged Gore Hackus. One of the boss has 4 attacks. He has 3, 7 total.
Okay.
Well, Gather Throng, you can't see the dice tray. That's a nice looking shot, Ghost. You can't see the dice tray, but if you could, it's caliente. it's spicy. Anyway, 3-up now to hit you with these pig stickers.
That's
Oh, see, now we're talking. There's 3.
Okay. So I got 3 saves here.
Yep.
They're a 4-up. 1. So how much damage per stick? 1. Okay, so 2 damage. They got their ward 6. There's another 2.
2 models.
Um,
Okay, now go at your leisure.
do the boars have any attacks?
God damn it. They do.
Yeah, you totally forgot that first.
They have
first
their
round.
they have their wicked, what do they call them? Hooves and tusks. So that's 8 total, believe it or not.
Yeah, you don't want to forget that.
No, that's 8 extra bonus attacks. And they hit on 3s with these hoofs, and they wound on 3s. So this should be an easy resolution. So it looks like 5 hits. But do they wound, Kiko? Let's find out. We're looking for 3s. They
How
do.
about almost all of them?
They do.
Okay, so 4. I got
4.
4-up saves here.
You do. And there's nothing special. There's no English on these.
I don't save any of them, so that's cool. Let's see.
Ward?
6. Ward 6.
There you go. Man, that's deep losses over here on the Eastern Front. Mm-hmm.
Gonna need some pretty extensive heal rolls here. Okay, so then they're going to go next.
Yeah, three boys coming in. You want to sidle them in? I like that.
Technically, if we're gonna play by the rules, we should play by the rules.
Mm-hmm.
So they're there.
We love it.
Let's get 4 attacks with the scythes on 3-ups here. No, 4-ups.
Okay. And these bad boys save on 4s, so they are by no means the toughest.
It's a whole lot of garbage.
Filth.
3-up wound.
Got it.
-1 rend on that one
Okay.
for a single save.
Right. So I'm looking for 5 rep. No.
That is 1 damage.
Okay. Now what he has?
So he's go down to 3.
He does.
Death nail.
Bong.
2 attacks, 4 up.
Oh Jesus Christ.
The lady's gonna.
You insult a witch, Pico.
I am a witch.
Yeah. He's pro witch clearly. All right.
Lady Allender enters the fray.
Yeah.
Let's
And not
start
just her, but also her handmaidens.
her spectral handmaids. I'm sorry, banshee handmaidens. Let's get it right. They have spectral claws.
Yes.
It's an important distinction. 4 attacks with the Staff of Midnight, range 2. She's hitting on a 3 up.
Love it.
1 auto wound. Ghosts auto wound on 6s when they attack.
Which is,
All
but it's
ghosts.
nice that the official set
Yeah.
has the hourglasses.
For the grave sands of time. 3 up to wound here.
Let's get it. Hey.
Another 2 wounds. So these are -2 rend on the Ard boys.
Okay,
3
well,
attacks.
Ard boys are not tough to begin with. They started at 4, -2 rend. These have got to be 6s. And I'm looking for 3 of them?
Yep.
Nope, none of those.
You're looking at 6 wounds.
Okay, so let's go ahead and put these.
We'll start with 1 on the shield guy.
Yeah, exactly right. Right?
And start there.
Exactly. Do you get a 6? No.
So
So he's annihilated.
He's annihilated. Next shield guy.
Toast.
So that is a total of 3 out of the 6. Next shield guy.
Oh, Ghost, you got to let him see it. Box cars.
1 wound goes to somebody.
Okay. We'll put it on.
I mean, do you want to put on the shield guy again?
yeah. Why not?
Okay.
No.
Okay.
So he's 1 damage in.
So you lost 2.
Yep. I'll put those over here on the card for Battle Shock later.
Now,
Yes.
the Staff of Midnight did its work. Now it's time for the Banshee Handmaidens. 12 attacks. Looking at 4 ups to hit.
Wow. A lot of wickedness.
And they're also doing 4 ups to wound. So you have 5 coming at 5 saves at -1 rend.
Okay. So we're looking for 5 ups.
Yeah.
Here we go. Okay.
So you're taking 4 wounds.
Yes. All right. So let's put 1 on the shield guy.
Yeah.
Nope.
So he's gone.
He toast. And how many more wounds is it? 4?
3 more.
3 more. Okay. Then let's see. Let's just remove.
Yeah, you just remove him.
Yeah. We'll just remove this drummer, this little drummer boy.
Okay. Probably not going to need his drums anymore.
Nope. And
you'll
the
put
axe on the
1.
right side.
It was only 3, so
1 left.
1 left on that guy.
Okay. I'll put these over
So
here.
you lost 4 total this round. And I believe that is it for the fight phase, which did a lot.
If it's, dude, Battle Shock on the ghosts might actually be tough.
Yeah, but thankfully, 1 command point, no battle shock.
Indomitable. Yeah.
So actually, no, I'm going to use my Indomitable instead.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I should spend it, save the Indomitable since I only have 1 command point
Yeah.
left. So we're in the battle shock phase. Fuck, do I save it for here though? They lost 5.
And is their bravery also 10?
It's 10.
Okay.
But this,
They lost 14.
yeah, that's that's an easy call.
That's an easy call.
I'm going to spend a command point. I'm going to spend a command point to do Inspiring Presence
Okay.
on them,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to use my Indomitable Triumph
Yes.
for these guys.
Exactly.
I
So
automatically
a triumph is
cast-
something you can choose. It's part of your
Yeah,
army list,
it's part of your
basically.
army list.
It means that you can avoid Battle Shock once, which is exactly what I'm going to do over there.
Okay. So you're out of command points and you have Indomitable?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to use that on the Ard Boys.
Ard Boys.
So, I do need to do Spirit Hosts. There. Bravery is 10.
So they're still
Yeah,
tough.
they're fine.
You
I only
can't.
lost 2. I can't. Nothing's going to happen there.
That's not really part of the game for you.
Oh, that was a hell of a turn, Jay.
Yeah. It was.
Is this still here?
That can come away now.
Okay.
That just happens. Well, it
the
actually
turn?
happens. So
Or till the end of the hero
is it now
phase?
your?
It's my turn.
Yeah, exactly. So they still have it.
Okay. All right, so we're at the top or the bottom of the second round
Right.
because of the bullshit tie rules.
So it's time.
I will add 1 command point for my general,
As
and
well.
you as well. And we're going to. So the lady did some work, but now I can't heroically recover because I'm within 3 inches.
You're too
of the enemy.
close.
I'm too close now. So I think I need to try and get another command point for sure.
Okay. Well, here I better.
Oh, yeah.
It's only 1 though. Is it worth?
You're surprised. You'd be surprised.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I guess I don't know what you intend to do, but I could definitely use another. No. I'm gonna heroically recover. What the fuck? 9. I fuck it up anyway.
Okay.
I'm glad I spent all that time talking
I gotta
about
get
it.
4 up here. I do.
You
So
do.
I do get an extra command point.
Now I got great news for you, Kigo.
I think you're gonna hit me with bad news. That's what
Once
it sounds
you gain
like to me.
control of an objective, if it remains under your control until your opponent gains control of it. They got rid of that. It used to be fucked up. I'm just saying that's how it works now,
Okay.
at least in this season.
Oh, okay. That's for just flat.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
That's the basic rule.
Okay,
So-
go ahead and put a die or something on those 2 points.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, this is gonna be a big hero phase because I got a lot to do here. Let's see.
I'm ready to uncast.
The lady is going to utilize No Rest for the Wicked.
Yeah?
Should the spectral forms of her minions be banished or destroyed, Lady Allender will wrench their souls back from the underworlds time and again until her
command
will
or
is done.
an ability?
No, it's just an ability. Once per battle, start of your hero phase. If this unit is on the battlefield, you can return up to D6 slain models to each friendly Night Haunt Seminole unit on the battlefield.
Oh, wow. So basically,
D6 rolls.
Spirit Hosts back,
Yep.
right?
I got to get good rolls here, though.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start with the Spirit Hosts.
Yeah.
They're all here.
All Spirit Hosts. All the time. This is the Spirit Host channel. There isn't even any room for these Spirit Hosts. It's lousy with Spirit Hosts.
I need a big roll here on the Chain Rasps. That's not a big roll, Jerry.
That's only
I
one
needed a lot
ghost.
more than that to win this game.
That's one ghost.
Dread Warden's back.
I love it, dude. Are they just hanging out back there behind? That's like they didn't even leave the battlefield very far.
This is the underworld.
Yeah, exactly. That's Underworld. It's on the edge.
Big roll on the Reapers, please.
Don't fear it.
I need more than that.
3. Okay.
So that is just a one-time ability.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see.
It didn't generate a lot of ghosts this time. I've seen it generate a lot of ghosts, but the losses were too grand for those veterans
The
back
Guardian Soul of Souls has to do a spell
there.
called Spectral Lure.
Yeah. Okay.
Casting value of 6, 24-inch range.
Okay. I'm probably going to try to stop that one.
Yeah, you're going to want to because I'm going to try and bring back more Chain Rasps.
Yeah.
With the Spectral Lure.
I don't want it. No.
Doesn't matter.
Holy shit.
Things are not going great, everybody.
It's not the best. Ryan, you trying to get a piece of this? Right, the disgust on Ryan's face. Yeah.
Could not be less interested.
No, he's actively disinterested.
Yeah. I mean, one
Dude, Marvel snaps. Well, honestly, but you had a good time with the Marvel
Let
one.
me hear you try to tell me how this is like a CCG. And now look, you gotta kind of.
You gotta do a better job of selling me on this.
You gotta open your mind a little bit.
What do you call these bad boys?
It's okay, I'm in. What do I gotta do?
Just for flipping them over, hurting people.
The lady is going to attempt a Life Stealer spell on the Ard Boys. It's a casting value of 7.
Does she only have 2 HP?
She only has 2 HP.
Yeah.
I need more.
Yeah.
She needs more.
She needs more.
No,
No.
nothing's happening.
Christ. Kiko.
Oh boy.
Do we have water back here? Ghost? I'm parched. I think I'm gonna die. Like my mouth is starting to dry up.
It's drying up from all the success.
Yeah. From all the 6s. They're very desiccating.
We're gonna do. What else do I want to do? Does it even matter anymore, Jerry?
Yes. Obvious. Yes, of course it matters. Yeah, of course.
We're going to. Can I get 1, 2, please? We're going to attempt to do Grief Stricken.
That's a spell, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll just subtract 1 from the hit rolls. 4 attacks made by that unit, and +1 to hit rolls against it. So this has a casting value of 7, which
historically has been an issue. Hey, now that's 9 here. I'm gonna try to unbind it.
I'm gonna try to unbind it, which you have been. You're 1 for 1 today.
Let's see.
On unbinds.
Dude, if I unbind the one that you did get through.
Remember how you texted me about mega bosses this weekend?
Yes.
How you weren't sure how they worked, and
Well, 3 is very low.
fucking foot of cork.
That was insane. I hope I get another chance to use this spell.
Okay, so they are grief stricken, which is a debuff.
You're saying they don't like it.
They're not down with it, whatever it is.
It's as though they're down with a sickness.
Yeah, so that's it for spells, everybody. A whole lot of nothing.
All right. So now it's time for.
It's now we are in the movement phase,
Indeed.
which
There's not a lot of movement.
well, there's going to be some because my guardian has to either buff everything here or buff these guys.
I would
And
not.
I think I have to buff everything here.
I would not spend a lot of time worrying about what these guys think. The Bell guy's cool. Want to hang out with him, but the rest of these jokers.
So let's move the guardian at minimum. But no, everyone's going to move because
you can.
because they are ghosts. Last scene of Raiders of the Lost Ark. Unlike other armies, they can retreat at will and then charge. They can basically do whatever they want.
Yeah,
all the
when
time,
they want.
except roll successful magic spells.
They can have a pizza party at will.
So let's just start by moving these guys back.
Oh, you just move them back so you can charge them in, right?
Yep. So I can so they can
Debuff.
drop the debuffs.
Oh, so are you going to grab? Oh, see, no, that might be a thing. No, you don't bring him over here. Never mind. That would just be rude and weird to do. You don't want that.
So the Guardian of Souls wants to.
The Guardian of Souls wants to drink water. He's so thirsty. All right. Guardian of Souls.
Spirit hosts are going to go. Does this last
Oh, thank God.
till the
Until my
your next
hero phase, yeah.
Okay. Which may be never again.
yeah. I mean, this might be it.
That's not true. Man, if I charge, if I get through you and then charge your rear, then I'm opening my ass up to
These guys, yeah, you just
J-holes.
you're opening them out to my fresh troops
Yes.
that are in the wings.
So the lady is just gonna on over here. Spirit hosts are going to back it up.
Nice. Good job, Spirit Hosts. You're really clinging onto that cliff edge.
Chain rasps will also.
Yeah, they can move wherever they want, right?
Yeah, the problem is can their bases stand wherever they want? Get over there. And I think that's it for movement. Let's start with the charges.
The charge.
Oh no, shooting is very important.
Yeah. Yeah, you can pull that veil down.
Yeah, Vale's coming at the Ard Boys for sure.
Oh, thank God.
So let me see if what does her Mortark of Grief spell? Or no, her Grief Stricken. Subtract 1 from hit rolls for attacks by that unit, and add 1 to hit rolls for attacks made with melee weapons. So the veil doesn't technically count as a melee weapon, so I won't get a bonus to that. But I don't have to hit on it anyway. It just happens.
Yeah. Can you imagine a sad orc? I feel like that's just funny on the face.
Okay, at the start of the shooting phase, lifting the veil. Pick one enemy unit, Ard Boys, within 12 inches of this unit and roll a die. On a 2+, that unit suffers a number of mortal wounds equal to the roll.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a lot. It's not a lot of
So
mortal
3.
wounds.
It's still, I mean, that's model and a half.
So the fun thing
Yeah.
is I would have added 1 more if they were terrified. Terrified means
It's a
they're in
property they
base
get,
contact,
but it's about adjacency, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I'll take their D3.
So, and these are D3 mortal. These are mortals,
Yeah.
right? 3 points.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to remove a model.
And just move that 1 over.
Yeah. Right there.
Okay. The cool thing about lifting of the veil, if any enemy models are slain by this ability, you can heal up to D3 wounds allocated to this unit for each enemy model slain.
So 1.
Only 1, but D3 is not nothing. Hey, 3 wounds.
Hey,
back.
that's incredible.
So she's back up to 5, which is great news for the lady. So that's it for the shooting phase.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's not a lot of shooting.
Let's get to the charging.
Yep.
Let's start with the green gas.
Mm-hmm. Bring 'em in.
Let's just see what debuff it is. That's strike last.
Strike last.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's going to happen over there anyway.
So at an 11, that means that the boars don't get to do nothing for a bit.
Yeah. And they come in.
These guys can essentially go wherever they want.
That's my headcanon.
It's a good one.
Yeah, you think so? You think so?
Should go work for Games Workshop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they've been calling me. They're like, you do that funny laugh. Do it again. We want to hear that every day.
So we need some Foley work on our battle reports.
We need somebody to come in and do something stupid. Are you available? All right.
Let's do Spirit Hosts.
Yeah. You gonna charge in?
Yeah. 6. So they are actually just going to go back here.
Mm-hmm.
And on a 6, you get a Shriek. You get -1 to your hit rolls.
Mm-hmm. So they're already pretty screwed up.
I'm hoping that they don't last very much longer. I'm just really terrified about these brutes eventually entering the fray.
But yeah, they are bad. I mean, they are. It's worth paying attention to them.
Lady's gonna get in there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get some different debuffs on there. No, that's
3?
a 3. I'm gonna spend a fucking command point. So the lady ignores terrain. It's probably enough. Yeah, totally. 3 inches.
What, to get within ½ inch? Yeah, of course.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's because she can fly.
Yes.
Anybody else would be having a problem.
Real, they'd be really upset right now.
No, exactly. And now these rasps are going to come in.
Yeah, but importantly, the -1 to hit does stack. So
Yeah, it's a really bad. Getting multi-charged
normally-
by Night Hunts is bad.
So normally, So to wound rolls and to hit rolls can only be buffed by 1 and debuffed by 1.
Right.
That's where they top out.
Right.
But what this does, even though it's -1 twice,
Yeah.
which normally has no effect, if you ever do anything to buff their hits, it starts.
It gets consumed.
It gets consumed.
Yeah.
So,
It's wild. I was reading up on that actually before this
Chain
game.
rasps.
Should be easy. Yeah.
There. Now that's super important because now everyone on my
Team gets
team
to go
fight
first
before any
Exactly.
Of the other
So that's what this 12 means.
guys. Yes.
This is essentially it communicates an ability called Petrify.
Uh-huh.
Which is sort of what happened over here to these guys. It's just the strike last effect, which, I mean, they're the only 2 combatants here, so it isn't as big a deal here, but it does matter.
It does matter because their ability to basically take anyone with them has practically been removed.
Oh yeah, they're going to be shredded for sure.
And last one is the Guardian.
He's going to come in and be a part of it.
6, which I believe is a different one, but we'll get there. So Guardian is there. And nope, it's just another shriek, another -1 to hit.
A double shriek.
Yeah. No, you're triple shrieked at this point.
Yeah.
Shrieks on shrieks.
No, dude, it's super shriek.
It's Rick James.
They're super shriek-y. I mean, for
Now.
lack of a better term, yeah.
Currently.
Yeah. So I mean, how do you want to do it?
Let's start here.
Yeah, let's just wrap this up over here.
Let's do some stuff.
I'll go to the
over
bathroom for a while.
here. Well, you got can you get a refill on this water?
Yeah, exactly. It's gone. I mean, I had a dark thirst.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 10 scythes. And I believe these are 4-ups.
Wow. Scythe noodles.
Is this the ghost turnaround?
Dude, it is. It's the ghost train. Believe it.
We're looking at 3-ups to wound on these.
Yeah.
So you're looking at 5 wounds here at -1 rend. 5 saves at -1 rend.
You know what? I'm going to use all-out defense.
Okay, that's your last one.
Oh, yeah. I mean, nothing can save those hard boys. They are in a world of fucking hurt. So 5 saves.
-1 rend.
-1 rend. So it just flattens out at 4.
I believe Chad has figured out your secret to being good at war games.
What's that?
Not being drunk. When you play.
Well, I mean, I did Thursday. I'm excited about the prospect. So that's I failed 2 of those saves.
Okay.
Down to 1. Hopefully this bell doesn't kill my hog.
Death Knell hitting you at 4-ups. You're fine.
Thank God. All right, now the revenge of the hog.
You don't get to fight.
No.
Everyone strike last.
Oh, that's right. It isn't just in that particular fight. It's
yes, they will be able to, but
these guys aren't coming over.
Yes.
I hope. All right.
Let's start with the chain rasps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 extra for the candle. So that's 15 total.
4-ups.
Yes. Normally it would be 4-up.
Oh, but they're hanging out with their.
Add 1 to add 1 to wound rolls if I charged. But,
Okay.
Yeah, these are 4-ups.
Let's see it.
Oh, that's not the best.
I see a lot of good 6s. This is actually pretty good.
It's fine. I was
We don't like
I was
these.
looking at this.
No,
corner.
this is a healthy tray. We love this.
I do get the +1 wound. 3-ups. So you have 8. 8 saves here at.
Okay.
I did not debuff you on the saves. So
Okay. So is it rend?
no rend.
Okay, so these are just 4-ups then.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Okay. Well, I lose 1 model.
That's 4 wounds.
4 wounds total.
Yeah, they're bounty hunters.
All right. So I lose 2 models, and then 1 model has 1 left.
Okay.
And at this point, it doesn't matter too much.
You never know.
Who's doing what? I mean, in terms of their individual functions.
Yeah, where you're putting.
They're all pudding now.
And
put a 1 in here.
Yeah, you don't have a command point for the battle shock.
Oh no, they're gonna be shredded.
Yeah. So
nothing good is gonna happen to them at all.
Guardian is now out of the fight. So let's do the spirit hosts.
Yep. Oh, let me get this filth out of here for you.
Oh, I do need to add 1 to the hits because of the grief stricken.
Oh yeah, because they're sad.
They're
sad orcs.
Super bummed. One of them has 1. Spirit hosts have 6 attacks each, so we're looking at 18 here. So that's 1, 2, 3 spirit hosts. And these are 4-ups.
I mean, I think that's probably going to be it for the art boys.
Well, I do have a 3-up wound.
Yeah. I got a good feeling.
So you have 7. 7 saves, no rent.
Here we go.
Yeah. Is that it for the Arbours?
How much? Yeah, that's it for them.
Okay.
All right. Now they fall down. They're sad. They got
fuck.
What?
Choose a battle tactic.
They got struck with grief. Well, here, you want to choose a battle tactic that's about you killing Galician veterans.
You can deal this deal. Yeah, definitely.
That's what you want to do. There's lots of them.
You were contesting that objective.
I was within 6 inches. That would be a great choice.
Pick 1 enemy Galician veterans unit. This is Outmuscle that has any models contesting an objective marked as the Proving Grounds, which is not it.
No.
Hey, you know what I'm going to do against the odds? Pick 1 unit from your starting army on the battlefield.
Exactly.
Complete this battle tactic at the end of this turn if any models that unit are contesting an objective you control, and that objective is not being contested. So, bam.
There you go.
That'll be that one.
Yep.
And
Here, let me go get my models.
Yeah, you actually, it's your time to fight.
It's my time to shine. That lady doesn't get a chance to act.
Totally fine.
Okay. So, 7 dice coming in over here.
Did you complete your battle tactic?
No.
Okay.
I wasn't within 12 inches
Got it.
of enemies.
So you only have 1 still?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, anyway, so 7, 3-ups. We love the experience.
Ooh.
5. The wound is also 3-up. There you go.
4 saves, which is 4-ups. 2 get in. How much damage? Just 1?
1.
Okay, so these are the Gore House. 6 up. See, I've got 2 command points. I'm going to spend it to give them the 5. You're going to discorporate. 5 ups here.
No.
Not a 1. So that's 2.
Ghosts have to go. Oh, man. All right, so battle shock, I guess.
Boars have to attack.
Oh, boars!
That's a critically important thing that you keep forgetting.
8 attacks. I was like, because on the paper, you're like, I feel like they're not throwing enough dice here. 8, 3-ups. Yuck.
I've only got 4 guys left.
The wound is also 3-up. Oh.
Okay, 4-up saves here. No rent? Or it doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter to you. You're ghost. You don't even have any skin.
3 saves.
What would we rend?
How much damage? Just one?
One.
Okay. Then I got my ward 5.
No. All right. So this next round, a battle tactic that involves me killing these 3 guys seems appropriate.
Yes. Did we win?
Yep.
Okay.
Now battle shock here.
Correct. I lost 3. There's still 10.
There's still 10.
Yeah.
Nothing can happen there.
Nothing here.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Okay.
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 Grab this. Grab this. Oh, you have some kind of emerald dream.
I do. I'm gonna dream it.
Dream it up.
Okay.
Don't dream it. Be
So,
it.
battle shock. I lost 3 of these guys.
Wasn't enough to do anything.
I didn't lose anybody else over here.
No.
This is kind of scary.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we're gonna do the Emerald Curse.
Yeah.
We'll start with the boars.
Yeah. Curse it in an emerald way.
2 up.
Whoa.
Yeah. And we're doing D3 to the boars.
Okay.
That's a 3.
Okay. So 1 dies, and then there's 3 left on the other one.
Mega Boss gets a successful, and he is taking a 1.
Okay.
War Chanter is taking none. Rolled a 1 on that one.
Lucked out.
Um,
Big turn, Kiko.
so this is where the game could end.
Big turn, Kiko. Yeah, I mean, do you take these? Do you Mighty Destroyer move them?
The problem is that big house.
I know. I would love to destroy it. Monsters can.
Yes, they can.
So if I had a Maw Crusher, and the Maw Crusher was here, the Maw Crusher during the end of the charge phase could destroy the house.
Yes.
Which is pretty sweet. But I'm saying here. So let's say we issue the order that makes them run 10,
Okay.
and then they just go around here and get within
Right.
6 inches. Now none of these guys count,
Correct.
and then these guys smash this on the counter charge.
Correct.
It would be one way for it to happen. Now, does that trigger happen at the end of round 3 or at the end of a round where you have all 3 points?
According to the battle plan of the lurkers below,
Jerry, it's never been easier.
starting from the 3rd battle round, a player immediately wins a major victory if they control.
If they can,
all of it.
shit! So it can happen right now.
It just can happen right now. So we got a pretty big
Priority roll here.
priority roll here.
Jumping, Jesus. Okay, ready?
Oh no.
It's a 1, everybody. See, the thing is it does. Even if you rolled a 1, according to the tie rules,
I would still go. I would still go.
All right, do we just call it here?
We can.
Well, let's see. I
but we
want to
shouldn't.
measure it.
We
Yeah.
shouldn't. Yeah. It'd be worth considering, right?
Let's.
Because we're both students of this game. Like we're still trying to understand how this game works,
Yes.
right? So I get 2 CPs.
Riddle me this, Jerry.
Yes, sir.
If you turn on essentially objectives you control and
Yeah.
you mark it as yours,
Correct.
if I turn it into a
Proving ground.
proving ground, does that change?
No, because Orc Brutes are veterans.
Oh no, I'm saying
I mean, I have more veterans here as well.
all right.
I mean, for me, the real question is:
So
do you
tell
issue
me.
that command and go 4 inches?
Let's see. What do you want to do?
Right, and then do you run?
So 4 inches. We'll just put this here.
Right, and then
If
you
run-
issue the advance or whatever that
Yeah.
command is.
So start by coming out here.
Yeah.
So that because they got big bases.
Yeah. So you want to go out full 4 inches.
4 inches, and then how much do you have left
Well, I'd have 6 inches.
after that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that seems pretty bad.
Well, that's the lead Auric.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if all the rest of them
But
get in there.
But
the lady
as soon
counts
as...
as 2.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that the main thing that they do is turn off this whole class of unit. I only need one of them over there for that to happen.
No, but the lady is contesting it.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, but I'm saying now it's a numbers game,
Yes.
right?
Let's just play it.
Let's just play it out. Let's just stomp on the lady with the foot of Gork. I mean,
It's worked before.
You're talking like
The
there's a
lady's
lady
gonna be there.
You're talking like there's a Lady Olinder, and it's weird.
Now, was that the moment that you fucked up?
Okay, so we got 3 Ghostis.
Okay, let's start with we're in the hero phase.
Let's start with the actual shit.
So you went first. We're at the battle round 3.
exactly
you have
right.
1 command point and 1 because you're general. I have 2 command points and 1 because I'm a general, so I'm up to 3. Let's do our hero phase.
So first, we're gonna issue. And so when do spells just happen in the hero phase?
Yes.
But they don't. But it's like the hero phase has a bunch of things that can happen in it.
Correct, but at the start you want to do your heroic because
Action.
that could have an effect on your
Yeah,
spell.
exactly. So yeah, we can do heroic action. I could try to get some more HP on my boss. This is going to be a big turn, so it might be nice to have more
Top him
command
off.
points,
Or yeah, you're gonna need more command points for
right?
sure.
Because this is going to be a big one. So yeah, what if we just go 4 up, try to get a command point over her? What do you think, Ghost? Is it possible? Yes.
Yes, it is.
You were late on that
So
one.
The way that it works is, was that your mega boss doing it?
Yeah.
So the mega boss has a command point to spend.
Oh, it's fresh.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Because he's the hero that made the heroic action.
True.
The lady's going to try and top off here with a heroic recovery.
I don't blame her.
2d6 under her bravery of 10. Well under.
3.
And d3.
2.
2. So that tops her off. She's at 7. Yes.
She's back up?
Listen, she's been knocked down, but has not been dragged out.
You're never going to keep her down?
No. So let's get with the footin'.
The spells. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like, again, the question for me is, do you stomp out the
In order for
spirit
you to
hosts?
win again, in order for you to win the game, so essentially you
Now we want to win. This is I want to alpha strike the boss.
Every hit that you do, you are hitting the spirit hosts.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. It's just getting ablated, right?
You want to target here.
Yeah.
For sure.
So it's just for kicks. I'm just gonna roll it. It's 10 or higher.
Just shut up.
Are you ready? Come on, foot. Foot. Foot.
That foot, man.
I have to attempt to unbind it by rolling box cards.
But it is an 11, right?
It's an 11. No.
10 is good though. All right, you ready?
I'm gonna take a seat here.
D6. Mortal wounds. 6.
Oh God.
6 gruesome wounds.
Put that dice aside.
All right.
4 up here for the foot to keep stomping.
And then if you like it, you can get a new foot each week. It's Footbox. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
4 up. Yes! All right,
D6 wounds.
5.
Okay. Need a 4 up here.
6.
D6 wounds.
4.
Need a 4 up here. D6 wounds.
4.
D6 wounds.
Okay. So I'm just gonna put him in the tray.
So
This is crazy. But this is, it's like, once it gets this dumb, it's like, how can you not laugh?
no, this is the best. Like, seriously, how can you not go out and start buying Age of Sigmar models after watching this? It's so dumb.
But if you actually have a weird knob, and at a slightly higher level of points, you'll see one.
Right.
They throw up on you.
No, but it's a laser beam
Yeah, it's a green puke is a laser beam of puke
that
hits multiple
It's like
units. It rolls 2d6.
It's a puke railgun.
Yeah, it is. But it's like you roll 2d6. It might just be like, ugh, but it might also be lit.
But you can do it again if there's models near him.
Exactly.
Anyways,
Let's see.
what time is it?
12.
2:30. I think it's time to go.
Yeah, it might be 11.
I don't even know if there's enough wounds in this pool. Because the total spirit hosts have currently is they only have 8, and the lady has 7, so that's 14.
Oh, but she can ward off a
She
certain
can
amount of
attempt
them,
to ward.
right? So that's so we've reached a complex dice
Yes.
mini game here.
Okay, so so there's 8 currently
Yeah.
on the spirit host. So I'm gonna
So we'll just
roll
resolve
8
them.
dice.
We'll just resolve them as we do.
Yes. So whatever doesn't get to the spirit host on this one goes to the lady. And I need three up here.
All right. Pretty good.
So that'll take out 2 hosts and leaves 1 with 2. No, wait. 2, 5. Yeah, it just leaves 1 more, I believe.
Okay.
No, 2, because I had 8 total. So 2 on him. And the lady takes 2. She's down to 5. And
Oh, because you can't ward them if
Nope.
they don't eat them.
correct.
That's a fun mini game, I think.
You would think.
All right, so now there's 15 more.
So I got to get a bunch of 4-up ward rolls here. So these are pure wounds coming into the lady. There's a 4-up ward. If 5 of these are failures, she's dead.
So if 5 of them are 1 to 3.
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, she's dead.
Okay. The Mortark of grief.
I really wish Mike was here.
This, he would laugh his ass off if he saw this chain of mortal ass wounds.
First, he'd question who you are.
Yeah, exactly.
And what have you done with
What have
Jerry?
you done with Jerry? And whose dice are these? These are literally like a box of Star Wars dice I found in a box. I was using them to check for stuff. I was using them to like as data points on models.
Yeah.
But they kept coming up 6. All right.
At minimum, 4 up.
Exactly. Exactly.
What more do you want to do this turn, Jerry?
Well, it's time to move up. I think it's time to move up. I'm going to issue the Mighty Destroyers command from my Mega Boss.
And that doesn't have a range component.
It doesn't have one on there.
Okay.
I was surprised too.
Well, it's a Mega Boss command.
Yeah. So the right call, I think, just for kicks, is to have them go there 4.
Okay.
Okay. And then the Mega Boss is also going to go 4.
Is it only 2? 2 units?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, what's your battle tactic?
Oh, I feel like my battle tactic has got to be clearing out these guys over here.
Okay. So which one allows you to do that?
Okay. Because there's all new battle tactics this season. Pick one enemy unit on the battlefield. You complete this battle tactic if that unit is destroyed during this turn and you control more objectives than your opponent.
That seems plausible.
That should be a fair one, right? I should be able to pick that one up.
You can do eye for an eye. In fact, it might be good for you to do eye for an eye.
Eye for an eye is better.
Yeah.
Eye for an eye is actually superior here because I
You
could get
lost
the other
your
one
Ard
later.
boys,
Yes.
and
There should be something good here,
Yeah.
right?
and in fact, you've already done it. The lady's gone.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yep.
Okay, a unit did die this turn. And the Eye for an Eye doesn't have a Galatian Veterans limitation like a lot of these new ones do. So that's already happened.
Yes.
So which means that the best call for the rest of these is actually to move in.
Regular move.
Regular move phase is where we have entered now. War Chanter coming in. War Chanter is going to grant his wicked, violent fury to the Mega Boss and to himself.
So okay, yeah, you were in range for that
Yeah.
because that happens in the hero phase.
Yeah.
before you
These
move.
these two are the only ones who are going to get it.
Okay.
These cats are coming. They want to be part of the show. What is the command that allows me to run my ass off at the double?
Correct.
Okay, they're going to issue this command to themselves.
Okay.
They are now going to go 10 inches.
Okay, so let's measure this.
Yeah.
So
Should we decant them?
yes, starting here.
Starting with this, right?
Yeah. So let's see.
Yeah. So let's move him here.
That's 4.
Uh-huh.
Now move everybody else 4.
And then we'll move him to 6.
Yep.
Okay.
Because that's your lead,
Mm-hmm.
and everyone's going to be behind him. Because this is critically important.
Mm-hmm. Is there somebody literally in chat whose handle is AOS Coach?
Yes.
We should be friends.
We should read his.
We
his,
should hang out.
The new person just came over.
Love it. We're glad to have you.
And from there, you're doing 6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He showed up right when you started rolling all those dice.
Come on, house. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't drink. Heavily. Every day. But also,
especially it seems like the decision-making processes for Kill Team are a little bit more extensive than
had-
Age of Sigmar.
you've had a chance.
Yes.
Okay. So they have done it. They have done it. The war boss has gone up and moved.
So you have 2 in here.
Yeah. The main thing is just to turn off the point.
Correct. But I've got a 5 wound model here. He
Oh,
counts
yeah.
as 2.
Oh no, our whole plan from now
Yeah, is to kill
is to
and
get
then-
in and murder as many of those as we can.
Right. All right.
Okay.
It is the charge.
It is indeed the
phase.
charge phase. So let's get this over here. He issued his. Wait, this was his command point.
Oh, that was? Okay,
Yeah.
then you got one back
I
there.
have one back. I was like, I don't think I lost all of them.
Oh, no. They issued it to themselves. So that's where that was. He still
Gotcha.
has his one.
Okay, perfect.
It is not impossible.
What, to charge at 9?
Yeah.
No. This is a much easier charge.
Mhm.
The 6, and then what do you guys need? They need 9 too. So these are all bad. These are all pretty bad charges.
But it is to win the game. So
Yeah. We have to try. And so he has one more command point.
He can re-roll his
He
charge.
can re-roll his own charge. But the War Chanter is going to charge,
Yes.
right? That's something I like about AOS. I'm just going to say I'm going to charge.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to roll.
And then you're going to see.
And then I'm going to figure out what the right call is. Like, that's not.
Yeah. Like
Most
if you
of the
roll
games-
big, he might just get into the.
He
chain
just goes
round.
over there.
Yeah.
Right. 10.
You win the game.
Is that a real shake?
No, it is real. Because as soon as you get here, you own the objective.
True. I have enough meat over there
Yeah. You have now 4
to do it. I'm gonna fight.
contesting, and I only have 2. Because these assholes turn them off completely.
Yeah.
That's it.
That might be it. I mean, that might
No,
be.
It is it.
Okay, then let's do it again. Okay,
Good game, Jerry.
dude, this is. I really like. Now, obviously, there's challenges in terms of the edge, in terms of the stuff, but the vibe is immaculate.
Yeah, you need to shear off this whole thing here.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that it looked like a cool. It had a good cinematic vibe, for sure. But okay, man, so orcs are really fun, but honestly, it's the foot.
So that was our first game.
Yeah, basically.
Between Alex and I,
Oh, yeah.
he did the exact same thing to the lady.
Oh,
Or
just-
to the. That's before I had the lady in my list. I had the Guardian, the
Oh, yeah.
general, the
And
linchpin
the
to the
foot
entire
just came
army.
over?
The foot just went slam, 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 dead general.
Yeah, but I mean, I couldn't. I was surprised to see 5.
No, it is definitely meme worthy,
Yeah, it's you have to do it.
but now it's
Funny.
you can't argue with the results.
No, you can't argue with the results with that foot. But it's like the brutes, they didn't have a chance to drop dice on anybody, but that slow, steady advance around the corner that's what allowed it to happen.
Initially, I thought you had made a mistake because that was 3 rounds where they were not doing
Right.
anything.
Right. But I have to be honest with you. So I've been using them a lot, and the brutes they're almost like my exemplars. Like that when we used to play War Machine.
Yeah.
Their purpose, it's like, yeah, they're tough, but their purpose is to dominate like the decision-making process. When I actually get them up against something tough, they do okay. But generally speaking, it's better if you want to just lock somebody down. The pigs are better for that.
True.
Right? They just make you have to play a different game.
Because they turn off my
Because they
ability
break
to
the
take
rules,
They
right?
turn off my ability to take objectives,
They're
which is the
bad
whole
boys. They're affiliated with Puff Daddy. Obviously, mixtape dropping this summer.
game. Too soon.
Yeah, that's basically true. But I'm saying that essentially, like they're just raw, and they just scooched up the side, scooched around the side just enough.
Now, what you might consider is breaking them up into 2 units.
Yeah, and you can see that I've actually done that with my the Ard boys.
Yeah.
Just especially now that and that was before I knew about that bounty hunter battalion.
Yeah.
That gives you like bonus damage against the infantry heavy lists, right? Like that's a substantial amount of problem, right? That's 5 models.
Going to commemorate this victory.
Yeah, but that's 5 models coming at you. They're going to give you the squish. It's a heap of fucking attacks, right? Just that little group of them is 16 hits for 2 damage. And I have all kinds of knobs that I can use to get them down into attacking.
The brutes with, 2 units running around turning off my ability.
Yeah. Well, especially now that they can inherit all the rest of that stuff.
Yeah.
Right? But using them as a tool, that's surprisingly subtle for orcs.
Yes.
but I do think that especially against Night Haunts.
Yeah.
It's a different situation against Varengard.
Totally.
Right?
Yeah.
And then there's a list, I think, in the new book. I'm not 100% sure. Varengard are bad. Just long story short, I'm not going to go into it because I shouldn't. But you will experience feelings when you do battle with the Varengard. It'll be really nice to get multi-charges off on them because they're just really, really nasty. They can just, once a game, they can just go again if they want.
Yep.
It's fine. Well, that was a great game, Kiko.
It's a good way to spend an afternoon.
Absolutely. I think that Thursdays are going to end up being a highlight for me, for sure. Well, hey, Gathered Throng. And also, we saw some new faces in there as well. It's an absolute pleasure to have you here. We are Pin Arcade. We've been around for decades, literal decades.
Yep.
We do the PAX series of shows. Of course, if you are a proponent of tabletop broadly and wargaming in particular, we have a PAX show that's all board games and war games, and it's called PAX Unplugged. And it is imminent. It is just a couple few, as they say.
If you're in the greater Philadelphia area.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously, if you were going to Reading Market just to get a cheesesteak, you can also go there. You should come over to the show, and you should absolutely throw down and meet the rest of the community that you are a part of. But hey, this is going to be our new Thursday afternoon activity. There's wargaming stuff that tends to be more skirmishy on Tuesday afternoons. That's mostly when we've been playing Kill Team and doing crafting and stuff like that. We had our friend Jasmine Bular, that bronze girl, in last time. That was a blast. Oh yeah, I was going to say you were in the channel for that.
Super fun.
She is super cool, and I think that she's the models that have paint on them. And she found some stealth suits somewhere, I guess. You know how it is, though.
Yes.
That's that Gunpla closet.
There's some stuff buried there.
There is some stuff buried there. But I think that she would be a great addition to wargaming on Tuesday afternoons.
Absolutely.
Sobriety as a strategy.
Before our Tuesday wargaming, there's typically a brewing show.
Yes,
where
we also operate Twitch's brewing show.
Jerry partakes.
Perhaps maybe too much.
And it certainly has an effect on his gaming later in the afternoon.
Yeah, yes. But because this made sense. The entirety of this game made sense. I was never confused by any of the things that were happening. And I feel like that's a good sign. But anyway, yeah, new faces, old faces. So glad to see you. Thanks for rolling through. We will see you again next time. In fact, tomorrow, starting around 10, I'm going to be doing Marvel Snap for several hours from Pin Arcade's Western Command in sunny Ballard. But anyway, thanks so much for rolling through. Our pleasure. Thanks to Ghost for running the 1s and 2s, my good friend Kiko, our friend Eric, Divvy Lutz for putting together this fancy pants board. And until next time, we'll see you.